Hi, Nancy.
Hi,
Thank you.
Natalia.
Hi. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you for
Ditto.
taking time out to do this for us. And thank you for, you already know what I'm so thankful for, those beautiful bears. But let's start at the beginning. Okay. So, what brought you into the spinal cord injury and paralysis community and then the WOW community?
Well, of course, a spinal cord injury brought me into the community. I was in an auto accident on a beautiful start of a brand new year in 2015, and how situations happen unexpectedly, unwanted, but yet, I guess in a good sense, I'm still here, so it wasn't totally catastrophic. But sustaining a spinal cord injury that paralyzed me was totally unexpected and very challenging.
Yeah.
So it was like, what do we do now? And from there, I just had to take everything day by day, moment by moment, and to be first grateful that I was still here. On the second part was to say, okay, what can I do? And try to keep my mind and my thoughts and my awareness to what were possibilities and what were no longer. And keeping myself more thinking about possibilities and no more, I think that really helped me. And I made a commitment to myself, to my family, to my friends, that I would try to do whatever I could, whatever I had the ability to do, that would allow my body to heal, recover, and regain. Wow, Women on Wheels was just an incredible organization that I felt that I needed to know and get to know and be a part of, because circumstances and situations can put us in places we don't want to be. But I don't look at where I don't want to be. Let me look at where I am and what can it be. And I think wow certainly exemplifies it and carries that to the nth degree of saying the limitations and the possibilities are only within our mind. And I like that. I like the attitude that you, Natalie, being the director, the founder of it, just had that enthusiasm, that vitality to say, let's be whatever and whoever we want to be,
Mhm.
no matter how we are. The mobility isn't driving us or directing us, our mindset is.
Yeah.
And it was something I truly embraced.
Amen. Amen. I must say you definitely are one of the most positive people I know, but realistically positive. You just I've watched you through the years really just your aim was that you wanted a certain amount of healing as much as you could get, and you put the work in as well. It's not
Yeah.
just it's not the what's the word? Positive thinking or
No, yeah.
wishful thinking,
Yeah.
but you actually put the work behind it. And
Yeah.
so I admire you immensely, honestly. Um,
Thank you.
so tell me about your background with knitwear and all of that wonderfulness.
All of that knitwear, I actually call that a lifetime ago, because it was, in my mind, and time wise, a lifetimes ago. It started my husband and I at the time we were just dating. He was training for the Olympics, and I was helping him train and work out. And we were at a point in our life that we were young adults thinking we needed employment, but what job would hire us? What company would want to be investing us as employees that wanted and needed to take time off? If you made a team, if you made training camps that required weeks off, months off at a time. And I became more involved becoming an official, a national official, an Olympic official, where I too could be able to share the success and time with my boyfriend at the time. So we said, all right, it was more a lifestyle I wanted to live than a career. I think that's really what defined it or what actually initiated it and got me to become an entrepreneur. Um, Realizing I want to live in New York City. I want to have a lot of children. I didn't want to commute. And I kind of wanted to have control over my own time and a lot of wants. I had a lot of wants. And so it was at that time, my husband, his uncle, and his dad had worked at a knitting company, and brought home a knitting machine one time, and we started to tinker with it. Both avid skiers, we started making ski hats.
Mm.
This was great because it complemented the season for his training. And we just took a bite into it and said, let's see what we can do. And started making ski hats that afforded us the ability to go and sell ski hats during the week, come back on the weekend and knit, and then go back out and ship it. So it was really not a design of a business to say, what do we want to do for a living? But it was like, what do we do to allow and enable us to live the lifestyle we wanted? And in 5, 6 years, 8 years into doing it, 2 Olympics under our belts, we said, you know what? It's time to put as much effort into our fun as we did, put as much effort into our business rather as we did with our fun stuff. So we became a little bit more committed with our business and had a facility in Brooklyn and was slowly but surely growing because of the demand and need for our product and our knit headwear. But no snow, no pay. Mother Nature came out with very warm weather. When it was 60 degrees in December, I said, I got to plant tulips because this is going to be a tough year for me. And so it did show us. But just the same way, I think I have to think about it now. Our business really evolved and matured in very different aspects. Similar to myself having an injury, it prevented me from doing things. When there was no snow, no pay, I couldn't make ski hats anymore. We changed the motif, we changed the model of our business to manufacture premium promotional items where we would promote a company, we promote an event, we would promote um, an advertisement, whatever it was that needed to do, where we would put the logos and the design and the saying into our knit hats, because that was primarily hats. That evolved, went to another phase, and then all of a sudden our customers were no longer promoting or advertising. We said, let's go to a different one where we went and got licensing. We actually secured the licenses for NFL, the football league, the baseball league, the hockey, the soccer, the college licenses. That was great. Now we had salespeople selling all over the country.
Wow.
And then the worst thing that happened, the NFL decided to go with one vendor. I won't name them, but it put us out of the licensing business. And it put us almost completely out of business because you can't make up millions of dollars overnight. But that was a big disappointment. But then we still persevered and we said, what can we do with the machines? And then my friend was selling teddy bears for a manufacturer. And we said, my sister just had a baby. Let me make something to commemorate this baby being born. And my husband, he was the brains behind the computer. He wrote the software program to be able to control every needle on the machine. And it drew the different color yarns for the different patterns that we were going to make. And the pattern in this case happened to be the child's name, the date of birth, weight, length, and ounces. And we created that. Um, we were ahead of our time because when we tried to sell it on the internet, everyone was afraid to give us the credit card information over the internet. I'm not giving my credit card. I'm not putting this over the internet.
Cuts it today, right?
Today, check it today.
Mm.
But I'm fast forwarding. Like I said, this was a whole lifetime away. But what we did do while we were making it is we realized we could put logos or designs and patterns on these little sweaters for the teddy bear. And we could use them for promoting, for raising revenue, or just to celebrate. And when I'm now all out of this business, I have this one last machine in my house, but it's going to be leaving very shortly.
Mm.
And when I was talking to you, Natalia, and you were doing a fundraiser, and I'm thinking, what can we do? What can I do I don't always have the revenue sources like some people to be able to say, here's $1 gazillion and here's that, let me change it. But if there's something I can do that somebody else may want or somebody else would like to enjoy, and that's where I said, let me make you some teddy bears. And can you raffle them off? Can people buy them? Do people think it's something that they want to hold and cherish and treasure? And our teddy bears have done that over the years that we've been making them for decades. Our customers continuously came back to more and more. And so it was just, let me do something. Let me do what I can do.
And it
And
was such a beautiful, just you offered it all your own, and that was really sweet and really appreciated. I know I certainly sleep with my bear every night. It's
uh,
it's so soft, like I really love it. I
well,
haven't slept
thanks.
with a teddy bear since I was a kid, but it's a really good quality bear. And I was actually kind of shocked by the quality of the sweater. Like it's better than like my clothes. Like
Yeah.
it's very
No, I mean, we made a stellar product. There's no doubt about it. It was something that I wanted to be proud of, and I want you. I think we wanted to exemplify whatever company we were with, it to be the best.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think you captured it perfectly. Like you got all of our like, our branding colors and just the great idea to put the women on wheels on the back. Like I love all of it. But yeah, I really appreciate you doing that for us. But I mean, you're really talking this down, Nancy. That's one machine behind you,
Yeah,
which I think is incredible that you guys like created the software and are owners of
yeah.
how it works. But you used to have how many of these machines in your business?
48 machines.
48 of
48
them.
new machines. Yep.
I can't even imagine. That sounds scary.
It
Like to
made
think of
noise.
all of them
It
going at the
made a
same time.
noise. It made a noise. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I can't imagine. Like, but you have like a full-on like operation
Yeah.
going, a big time operation going,
Yeah.
you know?
No, it was something that literally afforded me a lifestyle that I wanted to live. Um, I do have 5 kids. I was literally a mile away from work, so when the tide is right, I'd swim to work. I could rollerblade to work. It was very convenient. I'm very lucky and very blessed with being able to have lived the life I wanted.
I love to hear that you had that in mind, that you were very intentional about like I want to be able to work from home. I want to be able to kind of be my own boss. I want to have this amount of children. Like it it seems like you've been the same person all your life because that's the Nancy that I know now. It's
Yeah.
like you set these intentions and you achieve them, but it's about the work that you put behind it. So I love to hear that that was like your goal and you reached it and went well above it. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, not realizing what I was doing was different or non-traditional. It was just something that I had thought about and said, really, what do I want to do? I know I've seen and been around a lot of older people who have not happy. They wish they had done that, or I should have done this, or I should have done that. So, I did at one point give it thought. What do I really want to do? And it was just something that, I think it is true that we can manifest what we think, and not realizing at the time how much I was manifesting just because of my thoughts.
Mm,
And I think in some ways, I think it's helped me with my spinal cord injury. Maybe not always getting to the level that I want to or achieve or desire to be, but in the way of looking at it as an opportunity. No one sees being injured as an opportunity, but yet there are a lot of doors that get opened up
yeah,
in spite of the injury or because of the injury.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that that mindfulness translates into tenacity with you. And so you get it done. Yeah. I hope to be able to, you know, be more like you.
Oh, no. I mean, it's not, trust me, I get a lot of inspiration from everyone who's around me. I see, I watch, I hear in awe of the accomplishments, of the challenges, of the struggles that people endure. And, a lot of instances I say, well, don't woe is me, look at they're doing, look at you're doing. And I think that we all can inspire each other. And we all can take a little bit of the success and be appreciative of it. And more importantly, is that if anything that I have done or said or felt that you can benefit, call me. Let's get there together. It doesn't have to be, and it's never been for me. It's not a solo show here. I
Yeah.
have been blessed with a lot of support and a lot of help.
I do get that sense from you, Nancy, that you, as successful as you might have been and still are, you don't put yourself above people, you know?
Oh
And I
no,
love that
no.
about you. I love that about you. And you can tell that you want to learn from the people around you. You just want to soak everything in. I love that about your energy. But yeah. Yeah. So thank
Yeah.
you really so much. I really, really appreciate you doing this for us. And I
No,
hope
like
you
look
raise a
at.
lot of money.
I hope it does. I hope it gives you what you're looking for, and I hope it brings you even more magical surprises that you never expected.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Nancy. I appreciate that. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
I love the back is
Yeah.
like with such a beautiful added touch. I'm so happy about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's
Ah,
one. Okay, smile. Okay,
yeah.
here's another one.
Women on Wheels. Wow.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
got it good.
Great
Okay.
logo. Great logo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great logo.
Yes.
Great logo.
Thank you,
And some of them are
Nancy.
challenging.
These are
You're
gorgeous.
welcome, Natalia.
I love
All right.
you.
Love you more.